And we're with author and former Wall Street executive Donna Marie Hayes, whose powerful new memoir, These Broken Roads, details the trauma she experienced when she says she discovered that the man of her dreams was not a dream man to have. She says he was living a double life. And in this memoir, this so thoughtfully written memoir, it's a cautionary tale and one that you're sharing so that it doesn't happen to other people.
Correct.
Before we went to break, Donna, we were talking about how this renovation plan, we're buying this house in Connecticut.
Yes.
$200,000 of your money,
correct,
cash that you'd given to this individual identified as Javier.
Right.
And Javier was supposed to reveal to you the home.
Yes.
The day that the reveal was supposed to happen, he suddenly calls you and says what?
That his mom passed away.
His mother died.
Yes.
And I think as a compassionate woman, as I can tell you are from writing this, your heart went out to him.
Absolutely. I felt for him. So, oh my God, that's so terrible. He says, I just need time away. I just need time to grieve. Mm. And so he pulled back. And I didn't see him. Days turned into weeks that I was no longer seeing him. And he was just not available on the phone. He was just not available in general. And that was just him pulling back.
He sent you, so it started to sink in. Like,
yes.
What do you think? Because you're like, wait a minute, your mom has passed away, and that's heartbreaking.
Yes.
But
I
we're
think,
buying a house together.
Right. What was confusing to me, if you have someone that you love and care for, when you're going through something like that, you want to be with them. You want to have the comfort of that person. And it was just not making sense that he was pulling away. And he said he just needed to be by himself to mourn.
And to add to that, you were supposed to have surgery, and he was supposed to go with you to have, was it foot surgery? Foot surgery.
Yes.
And he doesn't show up for the surgery to be there.
He timed it. He timed it. He knew I wouldn't be mobile.
You think he timed this disappearance? So he doesn't show up to be there for you. He's not asking you to be there for him.
Right.
And so it starts to sink into you.
It's starting to sink in. I'm having a tough time accepting it. But yes, it's starting to sink in that something's not quite right.
So as that time went on, eventually you reached out to him.
Yes.
To ask about the rental income.
Yes. And initially he said that it's rented, all tenants.
So he's saying the house is rented.
Initially,
had you seen the house?
Well, I couldn't. He timed it so that I couldn't, I couldn't walk.
You couldn't walk?
I couldn't walk. I was on crutches. He timed it. Yes.
So you're there in the house. You can't get to, did you have the address of the house?
Yes. I had seen the house before.
You've seen it before, but you'd not seen the thing.
Correct.
All right, so you reach out to him, then he sends you a text message, which you talk about in the book. He says, "Dearest Donna, I realize that you may not be feeling well after your surgery and probably not in the best of moods, but I'm certainly not in the mood to discuss how you are entitled to any money just because you say so.
Right.
You gave me the money as a gift.
Right.
So please stop the nonsense and leave me alone."
Yes.
I could cry.
Because yes,
it's heartbreaking to hear. I can't imagine how it was to feel.
It was devastating. At first, I thought, well, he's having some sort of a breakdown. His mother just passed away. This is not real, because that's certainly uncharacteristic of the person that I knew for 18 months. He slept beside me for 18 months. We did everything together. So I didn't quite understand why he would suddenly say, I gave him the money as a gift when we've been going back and forth for 18 months about this house.
What did you text? Because I would have been like, man, where are you right now? I'm just being honest. I've been like, Google find him. What did you reply?
There were a few choice words.
Okay, thank you.
There were a few choice words.
Okay.
And I remember saying, well, this is now a legal matter.
Oh, so
yes.
it does sink into you that $200,000 of your money is gone. Here's how you describe the moment it sunk in that the man you loved had actually stolen this from her. Let's play it.
I scanned the memories of a love affair that was only real to me. The candlelight dinners on the glass-topped table overlooking the East River, the recliner in which he napped, his slippers, his boots, his toothbrush, and his side of the bed. My hands are trembling as I lift them to stifle a scream, a burning rage making its way through my body. I read and reread his texts, my responses, his silly selfies, countless love emojis, and sweet nothings of love. I cringe at the memories that are etched in my phone, still too sacred to delete.
And then you went on the dating site where you met him.
Right.
You saw his photo with a completely different name, a different profile.
Correct.
And in the photo,
yes,
he's actually wearing one of your shirts.
Yes, he is. Yes, he's actually.
You are the bravest. You are so strong.
I decided to go on the website just to see if he's there, and he's on the site.
He's on the site.
Wearing one of my running shirts, and some of the pictures were taken in the gym in my building.
So I should point out, we reached out to the man that you've identified by a pseudonym Javier for a statement. We did reach out. We did not hear back. There's that legal note. Now, going back to, as you described the situation, you now realize he's what you see as someone who's defrauding you.
Correct.
You spent 6 days in bed.
Yes.
Experiencing the darkest, saddest moments.
Yes.
And then your heart and your mind kick in.
Yes.
You call the police, but they tell you they can't help you.
Correct.
You write in the book, if they can't help me, I will have to help myself. Yes. I don't want to be ashamed. I vehemently denounce the idea of being a victim.
Absolutely.
So you're like, I'm not a victim here.
I'm
not a victim. I'm going to get this together. So 6 days, you go in the darkness, you come out ready to fight.
Yes.
You contact the FBI, the district attorney, and then you file a civil lawsuit.
Yes.
So you file a civil lawsuit in New York for fraud, and you won.
I won.
You won the judgment.
Yes. I won.
You won the judgment.
I absolutely won the judgment. So now he cannot, there's a certain amount of money that he owes me. He cannot buy a house, he cannot buy a car, he cannot get a job without some of that money coming to me.
And then, you know, people might say, well, it's a judgment, how you enforce it, but the book was finished.
Yes.
And then you had an update.
Yes.
You didn't include this news in the book because it was already in print.
Yes.
But in March, with the help of enforcement company, you tracked down Javier in Rockland County, New York.
Correct.
And you were able to recover some of the money that he took from you.
Yes. Yes. Absolutely.
Yes. Can I ask you how much of the money?
It was about $20,000.
That's still something, yeah.
Yes, it's a start. It's a start.
It's a start.
Yes, absolutely.
When you tracked him down, did you go with them?
No.
Okay, in my mind, I'm playing this out like a Lifetime movie.
It reads like a Lifetime movie. It reads like a thriller. But the enforcement company reached out to him. But what's interesting, he called them and asked if he could set up a payment plan.
A payment plan?
Yes.
Did you say okay?
And I said no.
Okay. So you got $20,000 back. Again, you are sharing this story because you want other people to learn from this. What is the cautionary story here?
Just be mindful. If something feels off, it probably is. Yeah. You know, it probably is. And, you know, he used certain information to make me think that he was really in love with me, when in fact I was being groomed.
Yeah, and that's exactly what it was. Yes. But I have to say, 2 years after that, because I don't want people to think again, see this and there's no happy ending. Because there is the right person. It wasn't that person.
Yes.
2 years later, you found the love of your life, James, who's in the audience. You've been together
4.5 years.
You've been together 4.5 years. You must be a really good guy, because I'm sure her trusting somebody, he said it's sweating bullets. But you were able to build trust with her after all of that.
Yes. Definitely.
She's so wonderful.
Thank you so much.
Well, thank you. Well, thank you for sharing your story. I'm happy that you did not let this heartbreaking and unfortunate incident define you. You're not a victim, and you can find love. Again.
I have one life to live. I cannot allow him to steal it.
That's
right. I cannot allow him to steal it.
Thank you so much. Donna's book, These Broken Roads, available now. And guess what, Tam Fam? You're all going home with a copy.